Tony ended it.
Oh, the vertical one also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we starting a new one? Is this new or no?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh my god!
It's the Kremlin gremlins, man. They don't want us talking about the Epstein.
No, they sure as hell don't. Yeah,
What's
this is
his
new.
middle name? I think his initials are JEE, but I do not. Is it Edward? I don't know his middle name, and I'm surprised that that's like never come up. Like I've never seen his full government name anywhere.
Because they're fucking Nazis.
Okay, we're just no fucking intro. Fuck all that bullshit. So,
Yeah,
I
for
know.
real,
We're
okay.
here. We're back. Okay, fourth time. Oh my god, we're gonna have to
Because they're fucking Nazis.
we're gonna have to edit this shit together. Jesus.
I know, right?
So, I want to wait for everybody to come in. So, because I think this is really important. So, I really want you guys to watch J. Megan. She's pulling this stuff together, man. She's going in serious deep dives, and it's epic. And I've watched every single one of her 24 videos because she's only just recently started doing this. Number one, number two. Her episode 3 of the Sasha Riley adoption papers.
Uh-huh.
We played it on our show and it got taken down off of her show. We got to figure out what show that was so we can tell everybody where they can see it. So we kind of played it at the end of one of our shows a couple weeks back. So I got to find that. But anyway,
It was the same show. Go ahead.
What's that?
Weren't they at Substack also?
I don't know.
I think they had the stuff also at Substack.
Yeah, I don't know if her stuff is on Substack or not. But the Substack stuff was the Sasha Riley interview.
Like the interviews, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Clarice. No, it's not Clarice, Robert. The computer's acting fine. It's the internet. It's the internet or YouTube. I don't know.
I don't know if it's gotten onto any of the streams, but I told Diane that since TikTok has been taking a shit for about the last week, I think a lot of people have migrated from that platform onto YouTube. So
Yeah.
I think it's a traffic issue.
Yeah, it could be.
Everybody's trying to find a new home.
Yeah, I mean,
Go to your home.
No, I understand. Oh God.
You're fine.
So,
If you're gonna fucking tell me buffering again, I swear to God, I'm gonna.
well, you know what I'm going to say is if it does that again, we'll just go to a Zoom call. Fuck it. We'll just do a Zoom
That'll be good.
and get everybody into the Zoom. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. And if you've never been on one of our Zooms, then you can email us your email at 21stcenturysuffragette@gmail.com.
You've never emailed us.
And we will add you to our email list. So if you've never been on with us before and we don't currently have your email, that's what we're going to do if the shit gets shut down again. Okay? Because I've just about had it. How many times did we start? 4 or 5 times? I can't even remember now. Jesus. So anyway, is everybody piling in? Is everybody in here? Is everybody comfy again? What's going on? Let me see.
Can y'all hear us?
Yeah,
Let's start with that shit.
People have probably given up.
Beers, hot chocolate.
Thank you guys for
Coffee.
coming back. I appreciate it. And I know it's a big pain in the ass. What can I say? So anyway, yeah, let's go to J. Megan. Again, please follow her. And she's doing amazing work. No, Tony needs a second. Okay, fine. We'll keep talking. So, this is from, yeah. This is from Jane Doe. This is one of the things that I have printed out. And it says, this explains why Virginia Giuffre was so reluctant to name Trump. It says, I personally witnessed Trump telling the plaintiff that if she should ever say anything, if she didn't want to disappear like 12-year-old female blank, but I know that says Maria because I've read the documents before. And I think that's an alias anyway. And that he was capable of having her whole family killed.
Yep.
That's what these little girls were putting up with and dealing with. Oh, here's a very unpleasant picture. What the fuck do you think the Prince of fucking England is doing on his fucking hands and knees with, I don't know, this girl who seems to be
Unconscious or dead.
incapacitated in some kind of way?
Also, this isn't pointed up enough in this background. Look what's behind her. There's some sort of like table or
With an American
something
flag
that's
on it?
draped with an American flag, and then also to his right, which
Looks
you
like a
can't really
casket.
see because it's cropped, is somebody leaning back in a chair with their
Wow.
feet propped up on that flag thing. So, like, where the fuck was this taken? Like, and
Epstein's
why?
Island.
It looks like a conference room.
Yeah,
or
in a
something.
picture, it
Like,
doesn't
looks
see-
like a.
It's just fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
And you can tell, and you can just tell by like the size of this person's body. I'm going to say this person, even though it does appear to be a female. They're adolescent. Like, they're not a fully grown adult, and if they are an adult, they're a small adult. You know what I mean? Like, it's very. I hate everything. I hate
know.
all of this.
I know, but that's why we got to call this shit out. That's why we got to go over it. We got to fucking bear witness, because if we don't fucking do it, nobody else is going to do it. And that's why I like this fucking J. Megan chick. She's calling this shit out, even if it's names you don't want to fucking hear.
Yep.
I'm telling you. So, Tony, go ahead and play the first clip.
I think it's hilarious that they've been like trying to shame Bill Clinton when everybody knows he's been a horn dog for like 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I need you to buckle the F up for this one, because this interview is straight up nightmare fuel. And once again,
Wait a
we
minute,
have
that's the
another
second one.
person back.
You got to play the first one.
What?
Play the first one. Yeah, that one. Sorry, there's two. And I wanted him to play the first one first,
Hello,
so you get the
everybody. I know
context.
you've been waiting with bated breath to see my take on the
Yes, I
Epstein
have.
file drop
Yes,
from
I
yesterday.
have.
And can we all agree that so much of what I have been talking about the last 7 months has been confirmed in this drop? Like how months ago I said that Joan Severance was a honeypot for Jeffrey Epstein. You know, the former model / actress seen here playing opposite of Kevin Spacey, who was signed under John Casablancas, who went on to date Robin Leach, who was identified in this FBI tip that he literally strangled a girl at a party. And look, that cartel connection that I've been talking about for a long time. You know, the same cartel who Trump let 17 family members come live in our country on the tax dollars dime. You know, the same cartel that Nick Tartaglione, the ex-cellmate of Jeffrey Epstein that didn't try to hurt him, was working for. You know, the same cartel that I've been saying was involved since Ghislaine Maxwell came up with this totally made-up scenario to explain how Jeffrey Epstein got his wealth. It is all connected. They are all in on it, guys. And I really want to take a moment to highlight this particular FBI tip where a 16-year-old girl attended 8 of Epstein's parties in New York, and how these twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, and along with their third brother, Tal, raped 14-year-old girls, literally naming Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Well, what if I told you that all 3 brothers currently are on trial for running a trafficking ring? That's right, these are the twins, Alan and Orrin, along with their older brother, Tal Alexander, were arrested in December of 2024 for raping, drugging, assaulting so many girls. Overall, 40 women have come forward against these guys. And y'all remember how I did that whole little video about all of the buzzwords that I look for that raise red flags? These guys are real estate tycoons out of Miami, Manhattan, and California. Oh, by the way, the very first woman who came out and accused them publicly, yeah, she's dead now. In Australia. And even though they give no details, her death wasn't suspicious at all. And let's talk about how in this same tip that she was threatened to become fertilizer for the back 9 holes, saying that girls who had gone to these parties with her had gone missing, and the rumor was that they were buried at a certain president's golf course. Oh, but according to the Trump administration, this complaint was not credible. Do we get it yet? Do we get what's happening here yet? And to the people that are surprised to see Jay-Z in these files, like, come on, did you guys really think that he and Beyonce waited until she was 18? Do y'all not remember that Jay-Z literally dated Aaliyah after R. Kelly did? Do we not remember that Beyonce started out as a Texas pageant girl? Oh, and we finally have the FBI notes from 2011 when they first interviewed Virginia Roberts, and it literally proves that I have been correct on my theories. Because it says right here that her father, Sky Roberts, was the one who got her babysitting jobs and later a job as a locker room attendant at Mar-a-Lago. Also, we see how drastically her story has changed because she said in August of 2002, she traveled to Thailand to get her massage training. Remember how she dropped out of massage training and she met her husband and they ran away together after 10 days? Turns out she actually completed that massage training and showed the certificate of completion to the FBI agents. Not to mention, Jeffrey and Jelaine called on her husband's cell phone, not her cell phone, her husband's cell phone. And yet neither of them could remember the phone number for that phone. Oh, and look, we've got another Pritzker in our midst. And they're talking about how a woman that Elon's mother tried to set him up with came to some party with Jeffrey Epstein. I don't get on Twitter, but I really hope that the Twitter world is giving Elon shit right now because he and Jeffrey clearly had a relationship from 2012 to at least 2017. Which was another thing that I was like, yeah, they clearly have been hiding this friendship for years because Elon is literally following Jeffrey Epstein's blueprint. Oh, and it seems like it's been confirmed that Jeffrey Epstein got to Elon Musk through his brother Kimball. But like I said, the Alexander brothers are currently right now on trial. They had their opening statements on the 27th. So we need to be paying very close attention to this trial.
Very close attention to that trial right now.
And in Florida, think about Florida. Holy shit. What do you have? Not even Matt Gaetz nothing's happening to him in Florida. Just to point out a parallel to potentially something similar to what these brothers did.
Yeah. We've got all these guys coming out of Florida.
And can I point something out about these twins? Because I went down a rabbit hole about these twins yesterday. These twins are my age. And I just want to clarify as to kind of how that potentially played out in the late 90s or early 2000s. Jeffrey Epstein was too fucking old to go to clubs and try to get young girls or try to go places and get young girls. Mm-hmm. These were recruits to try to find young women and that they could fold into their little operation. That's what I think that's how these twins, brothers, whatever, how they were utilized.
And there was a lot of feelers out, I think, everywhere. He had young girls at schools and picking out, their friends and everywhere. I won't even say that word again. You don't want me to. Somebody said in the chat, and Wayne, I've been pushing Whitney Webb on Facebook. I've been seeing Whitney Webb. I have not watched any of her stuff. So if you're giving your approval, then I will start paying attention to her stuff. So, where am I? Okay. Yeah, we might as well. This one's even worse than the first one, guys. So put your seatbelt on. Seriously.
Guys, I need you to buckle the F up for this one because this interview is straight up nightmare fuel. And once again, we have another person backing up what Sasha Riley has claimed. So the FBI was contacted by this male victim on July 12th, 2019, which would be after Epstein's arrest, but before his death. A journalist named Michael Moore, not that Michael Moore, but a different journalist, brought this victim from Rhode Island to be interviewed in August. He said that from age 4, he was raped by family and that Epstein was present described as his uncle raped him. After that happened, Epstein spoke with the great uncle. They did not realize that it was Epstein until sometime in 2016, probably because of the presidential election. Later on, in September of a year that is blacked out, during a Newport, Rhode Island boat show, at the age of 8, while he was on this yacht, he was subjected to some medical sort of exam, and while in a heavily drug-induced state, he was raped by Bill Clinton while the bottoms of his feet and back were slashed. The next part is too graphic and too disturbing for me to actually describe to you, but let's just say it involves infants and Jeffrey Dahmer-like behavior, which lines up with something that another person has told me. A completely separate person described a completely different event to me, and while they had reported Trump to the FBI, there's documentation of that. I'm not going to tell you guys who this is, but they held back that part of the information from their FBI tip. They also name Henry Kissinger and George Soros on this trip. This person gave the FBI an entire list of their family's names so that they could, track down this story, as well as telling them that his uncle was in possession of several pieces of video evidence, as well as several of those really bad movies. Not just the bad movies, but the bad movies that go really bad. The really bad one, the worst kind of movies. He had several of them. And this person also said that they were raped by HW. I have told y'all they were involved in this from the beginning. I mean, just read the reactions between these two FBI agents. And he said that he had more to tell them. But because that journalist, Michael Moore, runs a far-right fake news conspiracy theory website, they completely ignored this tip. Which to me is weird because, yeah, they might be far-right conspiracy theorists, but we're learning very quickly that these conspiracies aren't as crazy as they seemed. And wouldn't it be weird for a far-right conspiracy theorist to, go after H.W. Bush? And the guy used to be an FBI contractor. Now, what that tip told me was a lot of things that coincide with a lot of other information that we've dug up over these last couple months, right? I'm going to come back to that because first I got to talk about these emails from Maria Farmer to her lawyers. Because shortly after Virginia Roberts' death, Maria Farmer kind of loses it. She absolutely unleashes hell in these emails, saying how she's never felt safe, how they've just given out her information to anybody who asks, and she's been harassed for years because of them, how they stole basically so much of the money that she was entitled to as a victim that she couldn't afford her cancer treatments. She accuses the law firms of trafficking her out to one of their partners, Stanley Pottinger, who is the partner of Bradley Edwards' law firm that he went to after he left Rothstein's. This guy was the whistleblower for Watergate, whose son, by the way, was a deputy national security advisor under Donald Trump. Now, on my channel, my Nerdy Pink Panda channel, I do a 3-part series about my deep dive of the lawyers, in which I talk about how they hired a certain star intelligence agency to go after Weinstein's victims, which Maria references in one of these emails. She calls them worse than Epstein and says that Epstein was the one who dumped Trump. She talks about how for years they have been gaslighting her, and while she merely was only compensated a couple thousands of dollars from the Epstein lawsuit, that they had been lying for years in order to get victims to come forward. But she confirms what I have been saying about the face survivors, that the ones that were complicit in Epstein's activities, the ones that were doing this because they wanted to do it, were given $3 to $7 million each in their compensation. She also said that Brad Edwards called her fat, gave her a scale, and keeps sending her intimate, inappropriate gifts. And that other victims have tried to come forward against the lawyers. Now, here's where I'm going to bring it all back and tie it up in a bow, because throughout several of these emails, she keeps mentioning yachts. As you both yachts, tennis, safari. Even saying things like, you cannot yacht your way out of decency, Mr. David Boys. In context, this seems like a warning. This seems like a I know the truth kind of moment. And let's not forget about the yacht in Lake Michigan, y'all. Are we mad enough yet to do something about it? Because nobody's gonna do something but us.
Nobody's going to do anything about it but us.
Tax Act is a gig worker's best
So-
friend. You might think there's
Yeah. You see what I mean?
Tax the churches, damn it.
Well,
Well, the
Tax the
survivors have
churches. I saw the announcement, the advertising tax. So I said, tax the churches.
the survivors have issued a statement, and they're still breaking the law. They're still breaking the law. They still haven't released what they're supposed to. They're still redacting people they're not supposed to. They're
Yeah.
not
They are
protecting
trying-
the victims or the survivors.
We read the statement on Thursday.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
They're trying to normalize things, and this is not normal. Period.
Yeah. Nothing about this is normal. And I don't even, like, it's so bad, you guys. It's so fucking gross.
I mean,
So,
you know, it's crazy to me. It shouldn't be crazy, but like, essentially, what we've discovered with some of the communication between Bannon and Epstein is they were pushing the QAnon shit.
Yeah.
They were like they were
Right.
you know, behind the scenes were talking Pizzagate shit and baby milkshakes and adrenochrome and all that crazy shit, man.
There's so much here. I mean, I could just keep going and going and going and going. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, Musk wanted the day will be the wildest party on our island, blah blah, all this bullshit. Here's an interview. This isn't a tip. This is an FBI 302, an interview with agents. So, an interview with FBI agents. A survivor told agents that Ghislaine presented her to Donald Trump, making it clear she was available. This isn't a tip. So, Maxwell seemed very excited that there would be a lot of great men for Blank to meet. Blank felt that Maxwell presented her and gave her a rundown of Blank accolades, similar to a CV. Maxwell presented Blank to Trump in that they had a conversation for approximately 20 minutes. Blank was invited to Mar-a-Lago, where she was given a tour by Trump with Epstein and Maxwell present. Nothing happened between Blank and Trump. By the things that Maxwell said, it was made clear that Blank was available. Maxwell said things like, "Oh, I think he likes you. Aren't you lucky? This is great." There was an article that came out